So, what is an IPM inverter and how does it work? Let's talk about that right now. Looking at the board, the IPM is the component with the most terminals in an inverter unit. It is located exactly after the capacitors because it is powered by the voltage that the capacitors have filtered. The output of the IPM goes directly to the compressor motor. For example, let's look at this track tracing on this LG board. We have an IPM powered by capacitors. The negative of the rectifier goes to the capacitor. The positive of the rectifier goes to the capacitor, which filters the voltage. After that, we go one way to cross these resistors that work as a fuse, which are resistors with a very low resistive value, and we enter the IPM. On the other side, from the other output of the capacitor, we cross these 4 lines that are jumpers to jump that track, and we are also going to power the IPM. At this point, we have the IPM exactly. In fact, if I show you an IPM, you will clearly see that it is located in that way. This goes, of course, upside down. On one side we have the connections a little thicker, and on the other side we have the thinner connections. For now, we are not going to talk about this, but we are going to talk about the thickest. We have a positive and negative supply of the rectified current. In the middle, we then have the 3 outputs that will go to the compressor. We feed with negative and positive, and with 3 outputs we go to those 3 cables that I connected as a test of tests that we will do later. But if we look from the other side of the board, it is the tab where the 3-phase compressor motor is connected. Well, you saw the whole journey that electricity takes on a board to reach a compressor motor. And we still need to understand well how the IPM inverter works. We still have to understand that point well. And now we are going to go to that. Physically, this is the component, which is glued to the heat sink. It always gets very hot when creating that 3-phase current. Now, with a small diagram, we will understand how it creates this 3-phase current. It is very simple, you will understand clearly. Please leave a comment if you have any questions.